Hello, hello. So yes, I am wearing a sweater in January in Miami. As everyone knows, there is a freezing cold front that has come across all of the US, and I think Miami has been hanging out at the tip and not really getting the cold that everyone else has, but it's dropped in the 50s, so I think I'm okay to wear a sweater. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk to you guys about Google My Business and setting up a Google My Business account. A lot of folks think that setting up a Google My Business is specifically and strictly for people who have brick and mortar stores. And let me give you an example. So last September, I was in San Francisco and I spoke at a women's in surgery event. And I spoke to the doctors and I explained to them, you need to be thinking about yourself as the business entity. Even though you work for X hospital or you work for X private clinic and you may not necessarily have your own private practice right now, you are the business. And people are going to leave you reviews because, in the service industry, that is one of the biggest things that consumers pay attention to are reviews. So these are very important. So imagine, you're coming out of college coming out of med school, you're graduated, you're jumping into a job and you're starting to build up your credibility and your credentials. And these reviews are kind of flowing in and happening. Once you leave that institution, they take those reviews down. So consider it something that you need to be focusing on to really set up, because you can take those reviews with you anywhere you go. Now, the one thing that you need to have is an LLC or an S Corp. You need to be setting up a business for yourself, which is fine to do. You can register. You can even put the business in your name, first name, last name, .inc, or first name, last name, .llc, however you set up your business. I'd make sure you consult with your tax advisor on that front. But it is very important to understand and to know that it isn't only necessary for you to have a brick and mortar for you to be focusing on Google My Business. Google My Business is the one place where you can get great reviews. You can share that out with folks. They can review you. They can learn more about you. You can put your products and service on it. You can put videos on it, and you can really build it robustly. So it's not just for folks who have a brick and mortar. It's for creators, individuals, for people that are selling products. Get your Google My Business up and running. And I think the medical practice and the doctors are really a true example as to how these reviews can keep going with them no matter where they go. So there's a thought. Let me know what you think.